Praise be to Corlon.
Yeah. Corlon. I need to draw. If I was going to go draw the perfectest blackest circle,
It's a bunch of pages a few hours later that are all the scraps of the circles not being drawn. You look like a crazy man at the kitchen table drawing circles. This means something, like Chase watches you for a little while, but then he begins to start putting out the items that you guys found in the previous adventures. In a not so subtle hint, like, wonder what this does.
Oh. I wonder indeed. Anything that came out of the book is being identified with an identify spell. It's not being, like...
Okay, what are you starting with?
Just farted around with. On this day, we'll go in order. Badge, crystal, scroll case.
Okay.
And I'm just give me a second to check. Because I think I prepared myself heavily badly when I was inside the book.
How many items can you get per identify?
It's 8, isn't it?
I'll get 4 items. And then I can do another 3 items by using a scroll, so I can do a total of 7.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Leave
4,
the scrolls.
5,
Do it
6,
next day.
7. Yeah. So I'll use a scroll.
All
I'll
right.
pin another scroll later.
The badge. What are your spellcrafts with the plus 10?
I will get a minimum of 24. 24, 1d20 plus 24.
Which is caster level 9. 15 plus spell level, I believe. Plus caster level.
Here. It's 15 plus half cast level for non-spell effect. No? Spellcraft. Identify magic items. 15 plus... Identify properties of a magic item. 15 plus cast level.
That's what I said. All right.
Yeah.
What are you looking at first?
We are going in order. So badge. Do you want me to roll?
Sure.
30.
Which is like caster level 15. Okay.
15. Yep.
It is called the Medal of the Gallant Knight. It increases the bravery class feature or the aura of courage bonus by +1. And as a secondary power gives a +2 competence bonus to diplomacy. It is a slotless item.
Huh.
Wow.
Nice.
Who's got bravery and
Ventarn has bravery and aura of courage.
Okay, it would do both then.
That's awesome. Also, he diplomances.
The crystal is a small purple crystal that affixes to a weapon. It is called a weapon crystal of true death lesser.
Oh, God.
It adds 1d6 damage to undead creatures, and it doesn't stack with Bane ability.
Favorite enemy, a dead guy.
which one is this?
The weapon crystal. It could
Magic
be
crystal.
attached to a melee weapon or a ranged weapon. Cast level for the
Infinite-
scroll.
Yeah, I'd like to take that shit.
40.
Can I?
So, 25.
The infinite scroll case. It holds 50 spells worth of scrolls. It acts as an extra dimensional space similar to a handy haversack. Once the scroll case is ready in hand, the desired scroll appears unfurled. It also grants a +4 confidence bonus to concentration checks when casting defensively with scrolls within the scroll case. It has hardness 15 and 40 hit points.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Good item. Good item.
The sphere. 31 becoming 16.
All right. The sphere radiates light. Upon command, move action, no AOO. It acts as a staff. It only has 3 charges in it, caster level 6, and the single spell in the staff is Searing Light.
Then, what's his name?
The item can be recharged with spells as per the normal staff rules, or by expending a use of channel positive energy, if the effective channel power is 3d6 or above.
So Icon is like, that thing!
Yeah.
Right.
I like that one.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, you can convert all the spells into...
It's pretty
gooey
fancy.
rod.
Yeah, the rod's a little bit sticky.
Caster level 11.
Alright, as a standard action, command word no AOO 3 times per day fires a sticky glob up to 80 feet away. The sticky glob acts as a tanglefoot bag.
So it's a touch attack.
How many times a day?
3 per day. It's called a
That's
rod
pretty-
of viscous globs.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
so
awesome.
that's what you're doing.
That's awesome. Okay, I like that thing. Caster level 10.
Okay.
On the next thing.
The thing's called the Mummer's Ruff. It's a multicolored silk scarf that gives you +10 competence bonus to bluff checks to mimic voices. And once per day, you can cast ventriloquism to throw your voice.
I wonder which annoying little runt would like something like that.
There is also a person in the party whose racial
Got that
ability is
ability.
to
Yeah.
mimic voices.
I already get.
Oh, I thought you just did it. You get a bonus to doing it?
Yeah. He gets a +8 racial bonus, I think, to
Oh.
so this would be a +18 total.
Plus 18 to mimic. The mimicry. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the seat.
It's called the Seat of the Watchful Lion. The person sitting in the chair is affected by a constant Keep Watch spell. Caster level
Okay.
5. 9, you get it.
Yeah.
The chair acts as a research source for the spell. It's sturdy, i.e., there's no partial prone penalty to bull rush and trip when you're sitting in the chair. It weighs 120 pounds, hardness 7, 40 hit points. And the Keep Watch spell is a first level spell for Inquisitors, Mages, Paladins, Rangers, and Sorcerers, also Wizards, I guess, that enables the subject to stand watch or keep vigil throughout the night without suffering any ill effects. The subject gains no fatigue and gains all the usual benefits from a full night's rest.
That's
Who's got the best?
Awesome.
Who's got the best?
So basically,
That's
it's a constant effect on the chair. You could sit in the chair all night long and basically sleep with your eyes open. Is really the.
That's an awesome.
It's a bit of a bulky piece of treasure, but
Yeah. Well, it will eventually be at a point where that's not a big deal. Right
Yep.
now, it's kind of a.
and then I'll erase the dark robes because they are no longer with you.
And the only thing that didn't get identified was the Rift Warden book, which I think I know
And the
about
Blink Dog
through-
statuette. Yeah.
and the Blink Dog statuette, which I didn't identify apparently.
So what does the crystal do?
It attaches to a weapon and gives plus 1d6 damage to undead.
Does a weapon
Plus-
need to be magic before you can attach it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lan will put it on his staff. If that's okay. Lan's getting a scarf.
Do you have a +1 staff?
Well, yeah, it depends on how you
the
divvy these things
spear.
up. It was probably
Yeah.
a good idea to identify them all before divvying them up, because some of
Yeah.
them could go to multiple people.
Ventoran likes the middle of the gallant knight.
All right, Chase demands to be the one to pin it on Ventard.
Okay,
Okay.
that is fine.
They go through a humorous scene where at first he pins a leaf from one of the potted plants onto you, and then he pins like a loaf of bread, like a slice of bread onto you, and then eventually it's the metal. He's actually pretty good at sleight of hand. All right, I'll paste that onto
Crumbs.
Ventar's.
Crumbs! The Infinite scroll case.
The typical place where you actually pin the medals is on your Crusader's tabard. So,
Yeah.
do you think that he was brave inside the book? Ventarin was brave?
Brave or foolhardy.
He was very brave. He's the one that went right up to that horrible manticore.
I remember the manticore. Powerful claws.
We could have used you and your now non-existent wings in the other fight.
I think I dreamt of wings while I was in there. It felt natural.
All right, where does the scroll case go?
The
Ventarin
Phi,
thing?
unless I'm...
Oh, sorry, a Phi, yeah.
Probably gets it, yeah.
Icon is a walking scroll. He doesn't really use scrolls. So I'm gonna put
He's a pachoo cannon.
All right.
Pachoo.
The Radiant Sphere, I'm assuming you're giving to Icon.
Only if he's good. Be gooder.
It is almost as if these things were chosen for us, says Icon.
Why is everybody looking at me?
All right, the Mummer's Rough.
Mummer's rough. The stone. That you'll have to go to Lan.
The Silk Scarf, yeah.
Well, the silk scarf. Yeah, sure, Lan. Plus 10.
I think what Ahmed's getting to is his staff on Eldon is not magic yet.
It's not magic.
Oh, I see. Okay. So the weapon crystal will go onto Eldon or onto
Lan. Well, whoever could use it the most.
I think right now, it's a strong floater item.
Okay, I'll stick it under Land's
Spear,
Yeah.
because he's one of the
How long does it take to attach and detach?
It's
standard to
probably-
attach.
Yeah.
Okay. And the bonus is plus. It's 1d6 bonus.
Yep.
Yep.
The Rod of Viscous Globs.
Plus 26 versus undead. The Rod of Goo. Well, if I would definitely have fun with the goo cannon.
Chase is sitting there almost begging. It is such a
Yeah.
trickster item.
But Chase would be good with it. I was also thinking Lan, right? Trying to give some people like ranged attack stuff. But Chase wants the goo thing. Chase, you want Chase? Who would use the goo rod? The cannon of goo. The goo launcher.
I'm not interested in it.
You will be. I mean, good.
Remember, it only works 3 times per day.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Duck!
He doesn't goo you, but you immediately regret your decision of handing the rod to him.
Perfect.
And then the seed of the watchful lion.
I think that stays at base for now.
Okay, I'll just create a separate page for it then.
Yeah.
It will be.
Eventually, that will be part of our like traveling gear. There'll be just this bag of holding that just holds the freaking chair.
Okay. And then you're keeping the enigmatic book of the Rift Warden mysteries.
Yeah. Yes. And Eldon, I think Eldon kind of knows what the Blink Dog statue thing does.
Yep.
Or yeah, so we can give that to him, but I'll identify it.
Okay. Well, I'll leave it on the loot until you do.
I'm fresh out of spells.
You guys rest that evening.
Huh.
Apparently, even Icon yelling out blasphemy into the street did not bring any horrible things to the manor, to Bortha's manor.
Basically, Ahmed,
Yep.
on Eldon and Lan, put a potion to cure light wounds and an oil of magic weapon on each of them.
Cure light and potion magic weapon. Got it.
Oil of magic weapon, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you copy and paste it because the caster levels are there?
Okay, I will do
There.
that.
They're in the party page?
Oh yeah, the oil of magic weapon are weird. It is true.
Okay, so while you give you potions, I'm gonna step away for a second.
So,
Decide what you're gonna do.
Did you do it already or not, Adam?
Give me a second.
Yeah.
The answer is no. I spelled potion wrong, but you can take that penis.
Is it under loot?
It is under... Jesus Christ. It's under consumables.
Where the hell's that?
Under consumables. The oomables that you can't.
What tab?
Your sheet.
Party equipment? Oh, you put it. Oh, you already moved it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. the consumables.
No, I was look. I thought it was still at the loot table.
No,
Okay.
no. These were on my. These were on Fi's sheet.
Hmm.
And he figured that it is probably a good idea to distribute some of this stuff.
Yeah. Favorite enemy, undead.
All right. So your companions, Fi, are looking at you weird throughout the night. You just get the sense that people are... The letter gets passed around the party.
Maybe it was written by Fi the Elder. The younger elder.
I'm not sure how this is possible, but it has the smell of miracle. I should know. My birth was one.
Oh, you're my kind of asshole. Oh, you're so good.
Icon?
Icon.
That's going under his quotes. This smells like a miracle. I should know. My birth was one. Nice. There are some groans and rolling of eyes at that.
Dur. Okay.
Hadrian should have been back by now, says Bortha.
Yeah. He's going to be late, I think. Or so I've been told. By myself. In the letter. From me. Before now.
Bortha's looking at you like he's angry at you.
I don't know it yet, don't worry. Your secret is sort of safe with me eventually.
He just shakes off your talking as if it's nonsense.
Tomorrow we need to be ready to move. We need to get Hadrian out of a jam. Everything else in that letter was correct. This should be too.
Agreed. Get your rest.
I didn't get a letter.
I'll take the seat
Well,
tonight.
Dear Chase, here's your 1,000,000 gold pieces in a portable hole. Thanks for being awesome. Bahamut.
Ventura is shaking. It's just no. No, that's not how it works.
Getting a letter from the lawful good god of gold dragons. He looked around the room. You could, for those that were watching him, you could tell that he was picking out the person who was paying the least amount of attention to him.
You're God.
Yep.
Yes. Undead. Remember it was raining on death yesterday?
Yes, that dreaded red dust.
Maybe I'll know more in the morning. Five's gonna curl up. Surrounded by circles.
Anyone using the chair?
Yeah. Lan is offering to get in there, but it's like somebody has a higher perception than I do. I have a +10.
It's pretty good. I think Fi actually might have the highest perception, but
The plus 13. Yeah.
he wants to look. He wants to look at the inside of his eyelids.
Yeah, so does Chase. Chase not. He didn't identify it, so he's kind of dubious about not getting sleep and getting his powers back.
If you wish, I can try it this evening if you wish. I am
No.
not the most perceptive.
I failed you once. I will take the seat. Rest.
What happened in there was not failure. It was success. I can define it by no other term.
It was strange, says Icon.
Lan is holding his head a little bit low.
To be fair, that term also it is pretty well defined.
Icon gives Fi a smile. Oh no, he's looking at you the way Biravashniel is.
Fi's going to roll over to the
Freeze!
and he will
You
come
hear
out.
Chase as his little sticky thing touches the back of your head.
Chase,
Yeah?
if you goo the back of my head, I will come for you. I will come for you from the past, from the present, from the future. I will hunt you down, and all of your
you say
gold will turn
peasant?
to lead. Every diamond will crumble to dust.
Peasant!
Do not goo the back of my head.
Alright, peasant.
You don't know why you said peasant. Is everything that you do now going to be scrutinized?
In the future, that word has no ah.
Night falls. You guys get your rest. Lan takes to the chair. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strange feeling. You don't feel tired when you're sitting in the chair. You're able to just stay up all night.
But when I get up,
When you get up, it feels like you rested.
instantly tired. Shit. That's cool. That's awesome.
Now, you didn't do
Campsite.
anything rigorous. You just sat in the chair, but at one point you got up to relieve yourself, and you didn't feel tired when you got up, and you kind of sat back down in the chair, and the effects resumed. So you can have short interruptions.
Cool. Very cool.
Morning comes. There's a bit of a howl from the wind.
Okay, let's do this. Fucking stoked!
Got this by the ass.
Lan is awake. As the rest get up, you guys are at the Geerix manor, and what are you doing today? The ruins of the town of Valderis await.
Yes.
Demons and
Yeah,
zombies
right.
and cultists, oh my.
Are we going to get Hadrian?
Yeah. We are going to get Hadrian.
Then let's move.
The letter provided no specific path about where to go today.
Fi gives a Ventaran a bark skin extract that he can drink on his own later when he feels.
Okay.
He gives Lan a shield. And he gives Eldon an expeditious retreat as per previous requests.
Awesome.
And later we'll figure out something for Chase. But Chase and Icon both have lots of buffs of their own.
So, shield for Lan and cure light wounds for Eldon?
Expeditious retreat.
Expeditious retreat.
This is the alchemist took the infusion power so he can share his potions
Yeah.
with others. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's the plan today?
Says Chase. We're going to go
And,
get Hadrian.
Yeah, but what specifically?
We're going to go save Hadrian. Hadrian went north. We go north. There's just sort of a sideways look to Fi. Fi shrugs.
Icon smiles at Vi. He takes your shrug as a nod. All right, I'm going to go to the post-Terrans down map. There's a token on the map that shows the party. Can you show me the path that you guys are taking throughout the town?
Okay. Give me 1 second. I am a dumbass sometimes. Right. I think my spells are good enough. We're gonna go.
Okay.
And then
Give me a percentile.
73.
All right. You do see that this building might be inhabited. As you can see, someone has hung out laundry. It's in the upper floor. The bottom floor looks like just a tangle of debris pushed up against a door.
Men's or women's clothing? Or is it like non-fitted sort of peasant garb?
Doilies and sheets.
It's almost normal.
The wind.
Fi will wave at the window on the way by. Hello.
I'm just going to mark down inhabited. If you guys aren't doing anything specific, there's nobody. You wave up at it. You don't hear anything or see anything. The the wind that was a little bit higher than normal in the morning has died down. It's actually pretty quiet and still.
Okay.
So you guys picking your way across the cobbles are actually making a little bit of noise.
It's not raining that dust anymore, is it?
No, but the dust is swirling in, like, it is in... You can still see it kind of powdering spots. It seems to have collected
We'll
in the
wrap
sides.
the cloth kerchief sort of...
The cloth kerchiefs around your... around your mouths and that sort of thing? Okay.
Yeah.
So your faces are partially covered as you're moving through the town. Excellent.
Yeah. We might look like thieves.
Okay.
Although there's like definite paladinness to...
It looks like somebody is hanging laundry on a line that goes across the wall. You can see a bunch of plants, like potted plants, up on a balcony. You don't see anyone actually out there, but the laundry looks recent.
Phi, knowledge, nature, what kind of plants? 27.
Looks like somebody's herb garden.
Nice. Those are plants for cooking. Spices. Good. Ventoran, good work. He's going to say good work to the house, basically.
Okay.
Then he'll...
Chase wanders up to the balcony, and you can see him sneaking amongst the plants and looking around. He then slinks off the balcony and joins and lands on Ventarad's head.
Just some old lady.
Is she in good health?
She's got a big backside. She's moving around up there humming to herself.
Good. We'll continue.
Okay.
Well,
I'll just make a note that there's an old lady.
old lady. can come back to talk to old lady later.
All right.
Sorry, Hadrian. Sorry, Hadrian. We didn't come to save you. We're busy getting tea with.
This barn smells really bad.
Detect evil from Eldon.
There is the presence of one faint evil aura.
Something in there.
This was a barn / stable.
Okay. Take a quick peek inside.
Okay. The barn door is actually shut from the inside. Chase says, "Give me a sec," and he goes flying into the barn. And a couple minutes later, well, not even a minute later, he's unlatching the barn.
Is that supposed to be moving like that?
What is?
Chase scrambles out of the barn like something disgusted him. Like he's holding his mouth as he goes out of the barn.
Glory, glory.
Who's going in first?
Ventarn.
Okay, Ventarn puts his elbow into the door that was only moved slightly ajar because Chase is tiny. It smells like rotting flesh in here, and you can hear this wheezing sound coming from something that's hung from the rafters and kind of jangling.
Oh, is it?
Where's the direction of detect magic of evil?
Center of the barn.
It's in the center.
Yep.
Is there like a? There's something on a meat hook. It sounds like.
Ventarn moves into the barn, and in the first couple of stalls, it does look like had ponies, and the ponies look like they had basically had their throat slit.
Waste of both animal and flesh.
Blood everywhere, but then it also looks like somebody brained the ponies, like with heavy rocks.
Were they trying to get at the brains?
No, it looked like somebody just smacked the skulls of the ponies with rocks, and the thing that's moving in the center looks like there is a man. He's in his maybe 30s, or was. He's bloated purple. Looks like he hung himself from the rafters, yet is now animated and is kind of jangling and moaning. You can see like some really bloodshot eyes looking at you.
Ventarn's gonna hold his shield up over his head and...
It tries to reach at you. You can see some of its fingertips are all kind of peeled away, probably from scratching at itself or at one post they could almost reach. This zombie is like target practice at this point in time in its current state.
Just go and give it a poke.
Okay, give me a knowledge religion at a +4, Ventarn.
$11.
Okay, that's enough. Given that you've got now practical experience in killing zombies, you do know one of the basic traits of a zombie, and that is
Cut the flesh, bash the bone.
DR slashing. So your bastard sword is, you make short work of it. However, the red dust is not what you were expecting, and when you actually attack the zombie, you cause some of the red dust to like fly out of it. Are you immune to disease?
I'm immune to disease, and I am immune to negative energy on low levels.
Okay. And 11, you don't realize the danger of the disease.
Does anybody else see this?
It kind of bursts, almost like the reddish dust. Instead of having the zombies be really full of moisture, kind of dries them out, and it kind of crumbles and poofs to the ground, adding to the dust that's already in the barn.
Ventarn is going to leave the barn.
Yeah, if you were watching this, Eldon, you can go ahead and give me a knowledge nature, or sorry, a knowledge religion.
Phi doesn't want to look in the gross barn. He doesn't need to see this stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Chase is actually kind of like Cat with Furball. You know, like
19.
he's having a good hork.
19.
You're pretty sure that these things might be spreading the red dust. Like their blood has been replaced by the reddish dust of the storm, and it seems to be really, really red. Like it's kind of like not that you would be able to make this metaphor, but or simile or comparison, like the crystal powder for a Kool-Aid.
They're filled with Kool-Aid.
It's like part of it's really chalky, and then there are little tiny like grains of red that are in it. I haven't made Kool-Aid in like years. I don't know why I thought of that.
This is how they're spreading.
Yeah, the dust is kind of hanging in the air.
How far away? How far away did it attack? Like, did it come out?
You're pretty sure that if anywhere adjacent to where you struck the zombie dead, would probably have a chance of exposure.
All of us should be very careful. Do not strike it with your fists if you're this close, or any weapon if you're this close. Make your distance and then attack it. Who's with us, by the way?
There's just 6 of you.
Everybody? Ventarn's going to close the door.
Phi, Lan, Chase, Ventarn, Icon, Eldon.
There's no more evil?
Nope, you seem to have found the aura of evil.
Ventarn is going to scratch into the door with a talon.
Okay.
He's going to taint. And then he's going to scratch a symbol of Bahamut.
Okay.
I like Phi's art better.
Says Chase. Little fairy dragon.
Yeah.
It's not bad for a beginner. We could work on that. I mean, give it some shadow, a little bit of depth. It gets the point across.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the city map after you spend probably an hour to get there, go and deal with the thing, have a chat, scratch the thing into the to the door. You're not too far away from the manor, as you set out this morning.
Okay, we head north.
Okay, just directly north.
Just directly north.
All right, percentile.
Okay.
You pass
You want
by
this one, Ahmed?
you pass by a burnt
go
out
ahead.
building
67.
and a lot of destruction near the end of the wall. This is actually a tavern. I need a good name for a tavern.
Bucky's.
Bucky's what? Bucky's Barrel House.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are approaching, you could have swore you heard the door to Bucky's Barrel House shutting. The place is
Bucky's
actually
barrel house made out of
the place is
stone?
actually a pretty sturdy building. It's got like the lower floor kind of made out of stone with an upper floor made out of wood. It's got a really sturdy door. Looks like there's been some scratching at the door though.
I'm pretty certain that there's nothing in the books, especially now, about not detecting evil on random buildings. Detect evil on the building!
Fuck it. Walk around.
There is no law here. I am the law. Okay, so so Vintaran is detecting evil in the building.
Yeah.
Yep.
So will Lan. He'll do the other side. We're just walking around like.
Just walk around looking for zombies.
Okay, there is the presence of evil inside the tavern. It's faint.
After you.
You sense it too.
Yes.
Just knock on the door.
I'm focusing more and more on it. Where is it coming from?
Okay, you hear some shuffling behind the door.
How is it?
You hear a voice. There's a bar that gets like a little slit that opens, and the slit is actually further down in the door than you'd expect. Might be built for a small creature. A pair of beady eyes looking out.
What do you want?
Have there been signs of undeath near?
Signs it. What rock you been hiding under?
A large one.
Yeah, there's all sorts of creepies and crawlies and demons afoot.
Give me a percentile.
44.
Some of the crusaders have gone mad. They're causing as much mayhem as the demons. Say, you look an awful lot like a crusader. Sorry, pal.
I assure you, I am not mad.
Okay. The slit closes.
Go away. We're closed.
You can hear some other shuffling, but
Okay, I move on. It talked to us. It's obviously not a zombie.
right.
Just because there's some prick in a house.
Well, and Bucky's barrel house apparently is not open for business.
Well, unless Eldon wants to go just kick random civvies in the dick for no reason.
Let's focus on. Let's focus on getting Hadrian.
Okay. We'll look at the we will assess
Take
the building,
notes.
but we're gonna leave. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Eldon, and
It does look like something tried to claw at the
Vintaran.
door.
Yeah. Do the claw marks look like human hand width apart? Like,
Give me a survival check. You can add your favorite enemy bonus. Eldon.
favorite enemy. You want perception, sir?
No, survival. They're
14.
They're small, but they were clawed, and the claw marks are weird, and you're having a hard time kind of putting claws like that on a human hand.
Is it anything of interest?
It's not. Whatever's down there is not human. Whatever's making those marks.
Perhaps it was some of the demons.
Perhaps.
Or Hin folk. There's supposed to be a Hin town north of here. Yes. Hin's the right word for this world, or what's the world that they word
Yeah,
that
you
they
can use
or-
Hin for
Right.
halfling. That's fine. It's a Forgotten Realms thing, but
It's weird Dragonland thing.
sure.
No.
Hin, Hobbit, halfling, same difference. Shire folk.
Furry feet. Hairy toes. Okay, we'll continue.
Okay, you said just directly north, are now staring at this impossible gash in the in the landscape. It is exposing some of the under sewer, and things are running to create this trough of disgusting. You could pick your way down and then pick your way back up. It just depends on where you want to do that.
Kind of looks like here would be easier.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So
here's not too bad. Yeah.
So you wander over to where the road used to be, and you do find a way to pick your way down, and then back up onto the other side. These buildings have been screwed up. It looks like the land is shifted, and a lot of them have dumped things in. Entire floors of these buildings are exposed to the gash itself. Whoever used to live there probably has left. You probably smelt some of them, however, as you moved down through the gash. It did not smell nice down in that area. There's a few burnt out buildings that you're greeted by when you rise up to the other side of town, and this particular place seems to be really, really quiet.
Okay.
Give me a perception check for Eldon.
Favored.
Nope.
Um.
18s.
Perception
Yeah. And then one for Lan.
29.
Okay, there's a... you can see people darting out of this building.
Are they darting out in our direction, or are they darting out in a different direction?
No, they're darting out in a different direction. It looks like one guy was carrying maybe a sack of grain over his shoulder, and another person was carrying kind of two burlap sacks, and they go running out of the building.
25,
street.
Marty. 25.
25 caught that as well.
Okay.
I must say, that is awfully suspicious. They,
They're taking food.
You should follow them. Wait, who? What?
Right.
Chase, are you able to follow them?
Yeah. Let me go have a look.
Yeah.
He-
I
he
have to
can-
step away for a couple of minutes
He kind of half runs and flies.
to go wrestle dog.
Okay.
Dog wrestling.
So, Amit, what are you guys doing? Just standing there waiting amongst the ruined buildings? Are you going to go slowly follow, or are you going to go up to the warehouse? Just wait till Chase comes back?
So in the warehouse, we saw these two guys.
You saw two guys leave the warehouse quickly with stuff in their hands, and they kind of ran across the street between some buildings.
Let Chase follow them. We'll move up a bit. We'll move. Yeah, let Chase follow. Say like, we're gonna stay in this area.
Okay.
Move up. Detecting evil as we go.
So you guys are walking the streets, kind of scouring for evil.
I'll do left. You do right.
Chase comes back. It doesn't take him very long. Comes flying back.
They went inside a building. The building looks pretty boarded up. There's something wrong here. The streets.
What is it? What's wrong with the streets?
I don't know. There's lots of stains.
blood,
Kinda.
but there's no bodies.
No.
Eldon pulls out stones.
Footprints, though.
Show me.
Okay. He brings you a little bit closer to the warehouse. And you see it. There's like reddish dust
Oh, Eldon's.
and ick, and then it looks like this darkened stain in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Give me a survival.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oops. Eldon or Len?
Well, depends who's doing it.
Let's do Len. $16. Shock, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a note. What land found? Once I can find where VC went.
Oh fuck!
Fi. Oh, Fi. Gonna need many of your bombs.
Right, says Vi.
There's about 50 medium. Undead creatures. Very close together. Roaming this area.
Like a pack?
Yeah, like a pack. Eldon's gonna do his thing. +9, I believe.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. For survival, tracking +9. No, right. I think he's right.
Yeah, you see what he's showing. It looks like these creatures kind of came out of everywhere and created this big circle around something, and they might have eaten somebody. And
They
all that's
mopped.
left of them is like this once wet stain now dried in the road, and that reddish dust is everywhere.
Lan's doing the same thing. He's, taking out a handkerchief, putting some water on it, covering his mouth.
Yeah.
Doesn't want any of that shit. Don't need any more.
Which way?
Adrian is supposed to be over this side. Actually, Eldon and Ventorin are going to start detecting evil all around.
Okay. While the rest of the party is just following up behind them.
They should be together.
Yeah, you guys are kind of standing up front, extending your hands, detecting evil, and the party is with you. I guess the party doesn't matter
Yeah.
because nothing the party's carrying is evil. Yeah, you actually, as you're about to round this building, you not only detect it, but you can hear a soft moaning sound coming from the other side of the building. As you pass through this alleyway, you actually saw the really shored up building that was right here.
That's the one where they ran into.
Detect
There's-
evil on that?
There's a side entrance. You're gonna walk right up to it.
No, I can reach it from there.
No, 60 feet, man. 60 feet.
Oh, okay, we'll get closer. We'll sneak.
Okay.
We'll sneak.
So you kind of in the edge of the road, and you're raising your hands and pointing at the building. You can hear creatures maybe just on the other